Thank you very much, Terry. We go to round 2. We're starting on the Brewster Ridge course for the ladies today. Hole 1 comes in at 315 foot. It is a par 3. Paige Pierce first on the tee. She leads by 1, and that is going to be about a 70-footer. She's probably going to go up and down and card the par. Sarah Hokom, 3 under par over at Fox Run. Kicks right, and she's going to have a relatively tricky out to try to save her par. Valarie Jenkins, who is currently 3 strokes behind, puts up a very nice shot. She leaves herself about a 45-foot look at birdie. And Catrina Allen now. It is a beautiful day here at Brewster Ridge, about 75 degrees, almost no humidity. Sarah Hokom's second shot pins it. She'll be carding the par. Valarie Jenkins for birdie to gain a stroke. Tickle. We are moving on to hole 2. We advance to the second hole on the Brewster Ridge course, a 550-foot par 4. We're going to start with the second shots. Valarie Jenkins is in trouble on her second shot. She will have a very difficult par save on this. Catrina Allen, a beautiful shot. You just want to get as far through those woods as possible to give yourself an up and down and try to get the par. Paige Pierce, a great run. She'll have about 80 feet to go up and down. And Sarah Hokom, this is actually her third shot. And that fades off right. She's going to have a pretty long approach. And with luck, we'll be able to save the bogey. Valarie Jenkins' third shot.
It's not broken, I don't think.
Leaves herself about a 45-foot putt to save the par. Catrina Allen pins it for the easy par, and Paige Pierce wends her way through the woods. She leaves herself 12 feet, a pretty easy pickup. And Sarah Hokom struggles but does save the bogey, and Valarie Jenkins, just like on the first hole, misses the long putt to gain a stroke. We're moving on to hole 3. We advance to hole 3, a 325-foot par 3. On the second card, Jessica Weiss got the birdie here. A very impressive drive to get it up there and give yourself a look. Paige Pierce, if that drifts left, she is good. Does not come back much. She's got about 25 to 30 feet for the birdie. Catrina Allen does not quite follow through. That is commonly referred to as a par on a 325-foot hole where the pin is not that protected. Sarah Hokom, we'll call that a par as well. Valarie Jenkins. That is a good shot. She leaves it a little short, tails off left. Here's Sarah's theoretical birdie putt. We'll call that a par. And Paige Pierce to gain a stroke. So we move on to hole 4. Paige Pierce maintaining her lead, now 2 over Sarah Hokom. We move on to hole 4 at Brewster Ridge, a 575-foot par 4. No women have birdied this so far. We come to the lead card. Paige Pierce is on the tee. And Paige Pierce is probably not going to be birdieing this as well. She's in trouble off of her drive. Catrina Allen, a beautiful shot, pures the lane. She will have a very long second shot and a good look. Sarah Hokom, who is currently 2 strokes behind the leader, gets a good shot and a bad trickle into the woods. These woods off to the side are very dangerous, much like Idlewild. Valarie Jenkins throws it. A very nice shot. Get away from that little tree. And that is not a good place to be either. Tough roll for Valarie there. Smart pitch out right to the blue tee, which we know is 490 feet. Paige Pierce's third shot now is a beauty. She leaves herself with about 55 to the pin. Valarie Jenkins' second shot. She puts her disc right on top of Paige's. Sarah does the old pitch out. And then also from the center of the fairway throws a really nice third shot. She might have a chance at saving par from there. She's probably 40, 45 out. Classic Valarie Jenkins splits the gap. She will have the easy par. Paige Pierce, fourth shot. She'll be carding a bogey on hole 4. Potentially losing a stroke if Sarah can hit that big putt. Let's see. Cage right. Catrina Allen does hit the par, gains a stroke on both Sarah and Paige, and we're moving on to hole 5. Back to you, Terry. We approach hole 5, the 285-foot par 3. This is a nice left to right. You've got to put it up there, get it about 200 feet down the fairway, and then have it turn to the right. Catrina Allen has a pretty good shot. She did not look happy with that. I think it turned right a little bit early. She's going to have a very difficult birdie shot. Valarie Jenkins, a very nice kick. She will also have a possible birdie. Paige Pierce expected that to do a better hyzer flip. Did not quite come out of it. She is off to the left and will have a difficult up and down to save the par. She could be doing a 2-stroke swing right here. Paige Pierce under the pin. Let's call that a par. And now Catrina Allen for birdie. Valarie Jenkins misses the birdie as well. Sarah Hokom from 36. Out at third. We move on to hole 6. Paige Pierce still up by 2.
The big one.
You barely touch it.
Yeah, they just explode.
We move on to hole 6. 225-foot par 3. You just want to get out of this gap and give yourself a putt. Catrina Allen. That is a very good shot. She is 15 feet away. Call that a birdie. Valarie Jenkins. She also, even with the slip, gets out of the gap, gets a nice little roll to the left. She's got about 15 feet for the birdie as well. Paige Pierce puts that a little high. This is out of bounds. This hole is actually circled by OB. Paige Pierce's third almost saves the par. A beautiful run by Paige Pierce. Sarah Hokom for birdie to gain 2 strokes and tie for the lead. Sarah's now going to be 1 back. That means Valarie and Kat will both be carding the birdie, gaining 2 strokes on Paige, 1 stroke on Sarah. Jessica Weiss is moving up from the back. Things are tightening up on the women's side. We move on to hole 7, a 365-foot right to left dog leg. Catrina Allen got the birdie on hole 6. Here is her drive on hole 7. On a 365-foot shot, she throws it about 340 in a perfect right to left. Valarie Jenkins just wants to follow that path. A little bit lower. Can it fade left? It fades left a little bit later. Cuts in. Actually goes past the basket. She's about 15 feet away for the birdie. Here's Sarah Hokom's second shot. She lays it up very nicely. We'll be carding the par. And Paige Pierce for birdie. Catrina Allen and Valarie Jenkins have an opportunity to gain another stroke on Paige Pierce. That would be 2 strokes in 2 holes. Kat connects, as does Valarie. Things continue to tighten up on the ladies' side. On to hole 8. We advance to hole 8, 605-foot par 4. Paige Pierce's lead has been cut to 1. Sarah Hokom's charging fast. Catrina Allen puts that in good position. She'll be able to go up and down and card the par. Sarah Hokom's second shot. She just wants to get it farther than that. Sarah Hokom has a challenging third shot to try to save the par. A very generous delay by that first tree. Valarie Jenkins will go up and down and card the par. And Paige Pierce, kaboom. She's left herself with 15 feet for the birdie. Sarah Hokom needs to go up and down to only lose 1 stroke. Here is her third shot. It goes over the basket, about 25 feet past. Here's Sarah Hokom for par. If Paige Pierce can card this birdie, it'll be a 2-stroke swing. Count it. Paige Pierce's lead is up to 3. We advance to hole 9, a gettable 205-foot par 3. Paige Pierce leads Sarah Hokom by 3. She puts this up. It fades to the right. If it comes back a little, it does not. She's got about a 20-footer for birdie. Catrina Allen, early tree left. You do not want to get off this fairway. This is an unforgiving fairway. Very challenging par 3, 205 foot. The gap isn't that tight. Valarie Jenkins should get that gap every day. She should be able to go up and down and save the par. Sarah Hokom kicks off left. She is also in trouble a little bit off the fairway. Valarie Jenkins, bad footing, pulls to the right. She'll be carding a bogey on hole 9. Catrina Allen leaves it short as well. This is her 3rd shot for par. Catrina Allen also carding the bogey. Let's go ahead and see if Valarie can save the par. She does not. So Catrina, Valarie, and Sarah all card the par. Paige Pierce for birdie chains left. She still gains 1 stroke on everybody. That's 3 strokes on Sarah over the last 2 holes.